The extreme cold weather and snow are forcing school districts to cancel classes and in a lot of cases cancel games too. I caught up with some athletic directors who shared what goes into making the call.
I can tell you my wife, who's a teacher, definitely enjoys her snow days a lot more than I do as an athletic director.
The extreme cold and heavy snow aren't just shutting down classrooms, they're shutting down gyms. Tons of games over the past few days have been postponed, and decisions have to be made fast.
You start playing the amateur weatherman, you start looking at apps, and then you follow everybody you can. I've got sources, I've got apps, and you're trying to make projections just like people in your business.
Athletic directors work with a list of people from teams to superintendents to opposing schools to figure out if an event can be put on safely. Once a game is postponed, athletic directors have the next challenge of finding a new date.
That is a whole nother layer of headaches.
And that becomes harder every day with the season getting closer to the end and the state tournament beginning.
You know, we're starting to bunch up sometimes 3, maybe 4 games in a week, and that's very tough on the coaching staff, on the kids. You could suffer an injury, which would be very unfortunate, lose somebody towards tournament time. That's the last thing we want to have happen.
In a perfect world, these schools would play every game when it was originally scheduled, but the ADs say safety is the #1 priority.
It's an easy decision when it's for safety of the kids. You're always going to err on the side of caution. And if there's any doubt, it's easy just to say no.